Hello everyone, this is Krishna Kumar Chaudhary and I would like to welcome you in this ASP.NET MVC5 tutorial. So in this tutorial we are creating an application on registration and this is the part 4th. So before proceeding with this video you have to watch my previous 3 videos, so we will continue with this application. Okay, so in this video we will cover first creating a sign up page, and for that sign up page we will adding model, controller and view. Okay, so let's begin with the code. The framework is generated the business model objects and manage data access within the application. As a result, the classes administration, roll up, user and user profile are automatically created by entity framework, and it feature all the fields from the database table as properties of each tables. As you can see, you can see the classes that automatically generated when we create this etmx file for file, the administration, user profile and user role. Okay, so I don't want to use these classes directly in the view, so I have decided to create a separate class that just hold the properties I need it in the view. Now let's add the one user model class okay, in this view model. Okay, so just right click on this and create a new class and name that class as a user model. Click on OK and wait. Yeah, you can see here a new class has been created. So first we have to use here using a system dot component this system dot model dot data So new class has been created. So in this we create two methods yeah, this new class has been created. So in this class we will put all user related model view or sign up page. So we are going to add the user sign up view class, okay, for this class. So in that I change the name user sign up this is the class, and here key. So basically this is used for showing the unique key and adding the fields public int user ID and get set public int admin ID. So this is for the admin ID. Get set public string for admin role. Now so it is not first. So this is showing red, but due to this using system class has been not added. Okay, so I just added this, and you can see this is removed. So key basically denote the one or more property that uniquely identify an entity, and this required specify that data field value is required. So if data field value is not available, then it show error message, and which will be star. Okay, and display and this will display name, login ID, public string and log name, get set and then required. I just copy from here. And display, so it will display the name, password, and public string passwords, get set required message. If it is not required, then it will show the error. And then after password, display the name. Name, public string, first name, get set, then required field, and display name, which will be last name, and public string, last name, get set, and public string, get set. So this is for gender. Okay, so our class has been this is ready. So one thing you notice that I have added the required and display name attribute for each property in the user sign up page class. Okay, so in this class, so these attributes are called data annotations. Data annotations are attribute classes that arise under system dot component model dot data annotation namespace. Okay, so that you can use to decorate classes or property to enforce predefined validation rule. I am using this validation technique because I want to keep a clear separation of conquers by using the MVC pattern and couple that with data annotation in the model. Then your validation code become much simpler to write, maintenance and test. Okay, so now add a user manager class. Okay, so next that we have to add. Okay, save it. And so we are going to do is to create a user manager class that will handle the CURT operation like create, read, update and delete operations of a certain table. The purpose of this class is to separate the actual data operation from our controllers and to have a center class for handling insert, update, fetch and delete operation. So please keep in mind that in this section I am only doing the insert part, in which a user can add new data from the view to the database. I will talk about how to do update, fetch, delete with MVC in the upcoming video. So this time I will just focus on the insert part first. So now click on the here and then entity manager and add new and new class and name this in this class I will create two methods, add user account and is login name exist. So the add user account is a method that insert data into the database using entity framework, and the is login name exist method that return boolean. It's basically check the database for an existing data using link sequence syntax. Okay, so let's begin writing the code. So before we start, I just use and registration so call the model and db.model. So this is basically to calling the database in the model. Okay, second view model using registration dot model dot and view model. So now we have the reach to these two subfolders here, so we can utilize these two classes also in this. Okay, so for creating the first method, public add user account. So in this I am just using this users and a view as user. So this is the class we are overloading here, and the object username. Public void, it will not return anything void. Okay. Yeah, now I need to call the entity framework that we created. Okay, so using in that demo registration entity as db equal to equal new registration entity. So now we are calling the framework entity. Okay, so this is for database fetching. Now using the user class. Okay, so user, this is the user, and the us su is equal to new user. So now we are creating the object for user class, and then su dot login name login id is equal to user dot login id. Let's see what is the so here you can see this login ID is available, but login name is not available. So that's the issue here, so don't worry about it. Now su dot passwords is equal to user dot passwords and su dot row create id is equal to user dot user id if greater than 0, else user dot user id is 1. Okay, and su dot row modification create date is equal to date dot now, or inserting now date. Okay. Sorry. Then su dot modify id is equal to, I just copy here for the modify. So here if the user provide the name user id, then it will, otherwise it will insert 1. Okay, and same thing for su dot then modify session date is equal to date time dot now, so it will insert now date. Okay, then after db dot user in db, this is the class name or table name, and we add this data into this class. Okay, so then after db dot save changes, so this is the done for the user class, and same we have to done a business logic for the after user profile class of the table. Sorry, so user profile is sup is equal to new user profile. So this is sup is the object name for the user profile class, and v is sup dot user id is equal to user su dot user id. So for this user id we will insert into the this user profile id from the when we using this here user id of this user class. Okay, now sup first name of the profile sup dot first name is equal to su dot user user dot first name sup dot last name user dot last name sup gender user dot gender. Other thing I copy from the here, so this will be same but require little bit change, like sup s. Okay, so now in the data, if this profile user profile and sp, so we adding the data, inserting the data into this user profile table with this add and save the changes according to that. Okay, now thing is come, if user dot admin id greater than 0, then it will execute. If user id have a more than one id, then this will run. User role sup sur use is equal to new user role. So this is the object for the user role class. Okay, and we will use to fetch data, use sr dot admin id is equal to user dot admin id as you are dot user id is equal to user dot user id sur dot is active is equal to user dot, sorry, here we insert the true value true, and similarly we just copy and paste for these folder, because these are the same, only we have to change few things. Here to insert the data in the user role class and save the changes. So this is the one one method has been completed. Then second method, public bool is login name exist, so string login name. I keep this a small letter so we can identify and do not mismatch the login name. Okay, and use registration registration entity db dot is equal to new registration. So return db dot user dot where o not o dot login id dot equals login name dot any. If any login name available, then it will show. So this is complete. Further we will continue with the next video because it will going to a too long video. So thank you for this video.